What is the very first thing you feel when your feet hit the floor in the morning? Is it a feeling of lightness and energy? Or is it a familiar, deep stiffness in your hips, a nagging ache in your lower back, or a heavy, tired feeling in your legs before you've even taken your first step? If that sounds familiar, I want to talk about the silent culprit behind this morning misery. And it's not your age, it's your chair. Let's be honest. We spend so much of our lives sitting. We sit for breakfast, we sit to watch the news, we sit to read or chat with friends. It feels like we are resting. But for our bodies, and especially for a woman's pelvic health, sitting for hours is one of the most stressful positions we can be in. Think about it. When we sit, we are essentially pinching off the natural circulatory pathways in our lower body. We are creating a traffic jam, restricting fresh, oxygenated blood from reaching our hip joints, our legs, and the vital organs in our pelvic basin. That heavy feeling in your legs and that nagging stiffness in your hips. We usually just blame it on getting older. But more often than not, it's simply a chronic lack of circulation right where we need it most. But here is the wonderful news. You do not need to run a marathon to fix this. You don't need a gym membership, and you certainly don't need to be an athlete. I'm Dr. Jessica Reed, and today we are going to do 5 specific, very gentle exercises designed to restore that precious blood flow. We are going to wake up the pelvic floor, lubricate the hip joints, and get you moving through your day pain-free. And I am not going to waste your time with long introductions. We are going to get straight to work because your health is the most important thing you have. So please find a comfortable spot on the floor or a sturdy mat, and let's begin improving your life right now. Our first movement is something that might look a little funny at first, but believe me, it is one of the most powerful tools we have for female pelvic health. If you only have time to do one exercise from this entire video, please make it this one. I call it the pelvic awakening, or walking on your buttocks. Now, why is this exercise so important for us? This unique movement acts as a direct internal massage for the pelvic organs. By shifting your weight from one side to the other, you are manually pumping fresh blood through the entire pelvic girdle. For women after 60, this is incredible for improving pelvic floor elasticity, which helps with bladder support, and for stimulating digestion to keep you regular. Let's get into position. Sit down on the floor or your mat. Extend your legs straight out in front of you. Now this is important. I want you to sit up as tall as you can. Imagine there is a string pulling the crown of your head directly up toward the ceiling. Keep your back straight. Try to keep your knees straight, but don't lock them. Just keep them soft. Hold your arms out straight in front of you for balance, and keep your gaze fixed forward. Now we move. We are going to take small steps forward using only our hips. Lift your right hip slightly and shuffle it forward. Then lift the left hip and move it forward. 1, 2. 1, 2. Feel those 2 hard bones underneath your bottom. Those are your sit bones. I want you to imagine you are using those as your feet. Try not to drag your heels heavily on the floor. Let them slide gently, but all the driving force should come from your hips. Let's go forward for a few paces. And now, let's go backward. Reverse the motion. Right hip back, left hip back. Keep breathing deeply. Don't hold your breath. We are going to do this for about 1 full minute. Now, a quick word on safety. If you have severe lower back issues, like a herniated disc, or if your core feels too weak to hold you upright, simply place your hands on the floor beside your hips. Use your arms to support your spine and take the weight off your back. The movement is the same, shuffling forward and backward on those sit bones. But your arms are there to keep you safe. Remember the golden rule, no sharp pain. If you feel any sharp pain, stop immediately and just wait for the next exercise. Keep going. Feel that gentle warmth generating in your lower belly. That is circulation finally returning to areas that have likely been asleep for years. 1 good minute is a fantastic start. Before we move on, I have a small favor. If you are finding this helpful, please take a moment to hit the like button. It helps YouTube recommend this video to other senior women who desperately need these exercises. Thank you so much. All right, moving on to exercise number 2. I call this the inner thigh opener. As we age, the muscles on our inner thighs, called the adductors, tend to get very tight and short, mostly because we spend so much time sitting with our legs close together. When these muscles are tight, they pull on your pelvis, which can misalign your hips and lead directly to lower back pain. This exercise is going to gently open up those hips and pump fresh fluid into the entire groin area. Let's start with the classic version. Stand up straight with your feet positioned wider than your shoulders. Turn your toes out slightly, pointing them away from your body. Now, we are going to gently slide our hands down our thighs as we bend our knees. Imagine you are a sumo wrestler getting ready for a match, but we are doing it very smoothly and gracefully. Slide your hands down until they are resting just above your knees. Your arms are now supporting your upper body weight, which takes all the pressure off your lower back. In this position, we are going to do gentle pulses, small, rhythmic bounces up and down, just an inch or two. You should feel a wonderful stretch in your inner thighs. Now to stand up, push through your heels and slowly, smoothly, straighten your legs to return to a standing position. Do not rush this part. Rising too fast can make you dizzy. Once you are up, shake your legs out. Just give them a little wiggle. That vibration helps release tension. We will aim for 4 to 5 repetitions of this. Now, if that wide stance feels unstable or if you have bad knees, I want you to do this simplified version instead. Stand tall with your feet just a little bit wider than your shoulders. Instead of a deep lunge, we are just going to do a mini squat. Push your hips back as if you are reaching for a high chair behind you. Bend your knees just a tiny bit and place your hands on your thighs for support immediately. From this shallow position, do those same gentle pulses. After a few pulses, smoothly stand back up. The pulsing is what makes this so effective. We are not just holding a static stretch. The pulsing acts like a pump. We are mechanically squishing the sponge of our tissues, squeezing out old, stagnant fluids, and allowing fresh, new blood to rush in when we release. Let me know in the comments whether you find these exercises easy or hard. Now let's look at the next exercise. Exercise number 3 is called the Hip Decompressor. This is my absolute favorite exercise for instant relief. Gravity is usually pushing us down all day, compressing our joints. In this exercise, we are going to use gravity to our advantage, letting it gently pull the leg out of the hip socket, creating space and relief. For this, we need a prop to create a small height difference. You can use your yoga mat folded up into a thick, stable square, or you can simply wear a thick-soled sneaker on one foot and be barefoot on the other. Find a wall. You will need a wall for balance. Now, pay close attention to the setup. You are going to stand on the leg that is furthest from the wall. This is your supporting leg. Step onto your folded mat or put your sneaker on this outside foot. Place your hand firmly on the wall for stability. The leg closest to the wall, your inner leg, should now be hovering freely in the air. It shouldn't be touching the floor. Now for the movement. I want you to lift that inner leg up. Lift your thigh as high as you comfortably can, using your muscles to squeeze it up toward your chest. Now, here is the magic part. Just drop it. Do not lower it slowly. I want you to let it fall completely dead, like a wet noodle. Imagine your leg as a heavy pendulum or a piece of overcooked spaghetti. The rhythm is lift it up with effort and then completely release and let it drop. Let it swing. The momentum will carry it forward and back. This drop creates a gentle traction. It pulls the head of your femur, the thigh bone, slightly away from the hip socket. It is instant relief for arthritic or jammed hips. Let's do about 10 repetitions on this side. Lift and drop. Let it swing, swing, swing. Okay, let's switch sides. Turn around. Now your other leg is the outside leg. Step onto the mat or switch your sneaker. Stand on that outside leg, hand on the wall, posture straight. Same thing. Lift the inner knee up and release. Let gravity take it. We are creating space. 10 times on this side is plenty. Now let's continue to exercise 4. Exercise number 4 brings us back down to a chair. I call this the bladder control squeeze. For this, you just need a bath towel. Roll it up nice and tight into a thick cylinder. Sit down on a sturdy chair with your feet flat on the floor. Try to sit away from the back of the chair so your own spine is supporting you. Place that rolled up towel directly between your knees. We are going to work those inner thigh muscles, the adductors again. These muscles are often very weak in senior women, which leads to knee instability and hip problems. But more importantly, strengthening these muscles is directly linked to better bladder control and a stronger pelvic floor. The pattern is simple. We are going to squeeze the towel with our knees as hard as is comfortable for 2 seconds, and then relax for 2 seconds. Ready? Squeeze. 1, 2, and relax. 1, 2. Squeeze with firm pressure. Feel those inner thighs working. And relax. Find a tempo that works for you. You don't need to crush the towel, just a firm, controlled engagement. Make sure you are breathing. A common mistake is to hold your breath when you squeeze. Don't do that. Exhale as you squeeze and inhale as you relax. We are aiming for about 10 repetitions. If you are just starting out, these muscles might cramp if you go too hard too fast because they are not used to working. If you feel a cramp, just stop, rub the muscle, and take a break. 2 sets of 10 repetitions are more than enough. This exercise is fantastic because you can do it anywhere. You can do it while watching the news or while eating breakfast. It's a silent, invisible exercise that keeps your hips stable and your pelvic floor strong. We are down to our final exercise, and this one is the dessert. It is the most relaxing, soothing stretch you can do for your hips. But before we get down on the floor for this last one, I have a quick question for you. I love reading the comments and seeing how far this community reaches. Please pause for just a moment and type in the comments, where are you watching from? It makes me so happy to see people from all over the world taking charge of their health. Okay, let's finish strong with our final stretch. I call this the ultimate hip stretch, but you may know it as the figure 4. This move is incredibly popular for a reason. It works. It targets a deep muscle in your buttocks called the piriformis. When this muscle gets tight from sitting, it can press on your sciatic nerve, causing pain down your leg. This stretch releases that pressure. For this, you need to lie down. You can do this on a yoga mat, or if getting down on the floor is difficult, you can absolutely do this lying on your bed. Lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor or the bed. Take your right ankle and place it across your left thigh, just above the knee. Look at your legs. They should make the shape of the number 4. This might be enough of a stretch for you right here. If you want to go deeper, reach your right hand through the hole you've created between your legs and interlace your fingers with your left hand behind your left thigh. Gently, slowly, pull your left thigh toward your chest. You will feel a deep, satisfying stretch in your right hip and buttock. Close your eyes. Relax your head on the floor. Relax your shoulders. We are going to stay here and breathe for about 30 seconds. Visualize those tight, angry knots in your hip slowly untying. Imagine fresh blood flowing into the joint, lubricating it like oil. Perfect. Slowly release your hands, uncross your legs, and let's switch sides. Place your left ankle across your right thigh. Reach through and gently pull the right thigh toward your chest. Hold here for another 30 seconds. Breathe deeply. Do not ever force a stretch. Pain causes muscles to tighten, which is the exact opposite of what we want. Slowly uncross your legs. Roll over to your side gently and use your hands to push yourself up to a sitting position. Take your time. No head rushes. And there you have it. 5 simple, safe, but incredibly effective exercises to bring life back to your hips and pelvis. I hope you feel a little looser, a little warmer, and a little more confident in your body than you did just a few minutes ago. Remember, consistency is far more important than intensity. Doing these gentle moves every day is much better than doing a hard workout once a month and hurting yourself. Motion is lotion for our joints. As long as we keep moving, we keep living. If you have any questions about these exercises, please do not hesitate to ask in the comments section. I read them and I will do my best to help you on your journey. Thank you for spending this time with me. Be proud of yourself for showing up today. Take care of your body. It is the only place you have to live. I will see you in the next video.